Hi, how are you? I'm Alex. This is also Alex. Welcome to Alex Squared, our podcast where we talk about all things
Alex.
You got it.
Welcome back, episode 5. For what it's worth. You want to tell us our agenda?
No, this isn't a family meeting from the Vogel household in the early 2000s.
I hope you guys had a wonderful week. We had a pretty good week. I turned 29.
29?
29.
Gotta throw Amy's video in there.
Yeah.
29?
And girls were loud. That's how I would describe them this week, was loud. Avery is like, I don't even want to say she found her voice. She's had her voice. There is
She likes her voice.
Yeah, she likes her voice, and when she needs something now, she just, I won't yell into it. First thing she did when I got her up this morning, yelling for me to bring a book over. She yells and points.
That's all she can do.
I know. It's definitely louder than I remember this phase with Emmy, like this stage.
Yeah, Emmy was a louder infant. But
Yeah.
Avery's been a louder 1-year-old so far. So far.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Very overstimulating in this household this week. That's how I would describe it. But we'll get there. But I think out of all the days this week, Thursday, my birthday, was the best day.
And Friday too. Yesterday was good.
Yeah.
What do you think about your birthday?
Well, I thought we were going to start at the beginning of the week.
I don't remember what happened. What did we do?
You, very first thing, you had a Gushy's launch.
Yeah, the Gushy's
restock.
launch went well. All the orders went out.
Made a sick reel.
Yeah, it was sick reel. Yeah.
Thanks.
Went well. There's still a few left. I mean, if you're interested in some Gushies, got like 3 or 4 left of each flavor-ish. Oh, my stomach's been crazy. Did you hear that one?
Are you hungry?
No. No, I got Taco Bell when I was out.
Oh, gosh. I thought you were boycotting Taco Bell because the prices.
I know. I am boycotting Taco Bell because of the prices.
How much was your Taco Bell today?
Okay. I got a cheesy gordita crunch, a Crunchwrap Supreme,
I know.
and a chicken quesadilla.
His staples.
All 3
That
things.
is his order.
That's been my order for
Ever.
10 years.
Yeah.
Those 3 things. If I go outside of that, it's like a soft taco. Or if I get crazy, I'll get one of like those cantina things that they have in sometimes. I'll give you a second to guess what you think my total was for those 3 items. No drink. Those 3 items.
16.
$18.80 something.
$18?
Yeah, I know. I was pissed. Just like driving up, I was like, oh. And then after I heard that, I was like, not even a drink. Like the fact that the cheesy gordita crunch, I think
How did none of those come with a drink?
$7 because they're all on the a la carte menu. $7 by itself. It's close to being the same price as a Chipotle burrito, and it is like a third of the food.
Just because you're paying for that quality.
And it's a drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how Taco Bell can justify its prices.
Well, you're paying it, so.
I know. That's probably how.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. It's so good. Guys, I loved it. Oh, I ate it in my car. It was awesome.
Okay.
Is that sad?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's alright. It's okay.
It's okay if that's what you like. That's what you like.
I do like it. That's the first time I've had Taco Bell in a few months, though.
Because, you're doing a very good job keeping your car cleaner.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I feel like I always see what's in the trash because every time we get out of the car, I just like clean as we go. So when I get out of the car with the girls, I throw things away. And I can always tell when you've cleaned out your car because there's always a rogue McDonald's bag. And I'm like, where'd this come from?
Yeah, there are often
When
times.
do you go to McDonald's?
Every
With
once
the
in a while?
girls?
No. Every once in a while, like after I'm done taking packages,
Oh.
I'll stop across the street and grab
What do you get there?
I mean, normally it's like 10 a.m. So I'll get like a
That was his first job.
a sausage biscuit
Oh.
or sausage McMuffin and like a hash brown. That's it, really, honestly.
Okay, so Gushy's launch went good, went as expected.
Yeah. I sent out to some influencers, and one person posted, and I don't know if I like turned notifications off or something, but I did not see it come through. Margot posted on her story, and I did not see it until after it was already gone, which has happened many times, and I do a bad job of checking DMs, especially like the requests, because I just never think to check over
I
there.
get that. That's fair.
And like half of the DMs I get are like spam. Like I'm added to like this group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I'm bad at doing that consistently. But yeah, so if these other people decide to post, I have some stock left over. Plus, I can make some more.
Yeah, like stuff ready to make. My birthday was Thursday. Wednesday night, my gift to myself was like, we always tidy up at the end of each day.
Oh, okay.
But my gift to myself was like fully cleaning the floors so I could come down to a clean household. I took a workout class that morning.
It's funny that your gift to yourself is cleaning.
Getting up to a clean environment. Love it. Start the day off great.
It's just funny. Like if
It's more so I can enjoy. Like we're very different that way.
I get it.
I can't relax in a cluttered environment.
It's just funny that is your gift to yourself. Like if I'm imagining myself as like a 15-year-old kid, thinking like my mom's gift to herself is her cleaning, not like the kids cleaning for her. But it's just funny to me. I get it because that's how you're wired.
I'm not gonna ask you to do that for me.
You can't do anything. It's like a mental block for you.
Yeah.
If there's clutter or mess, it's like how can you focus on anything else until that's done?
Yeah, well, and it's definitely much worse because I've worked from home for so long. Like it is like now it is just a part of my routine almost.
Yeah.
Because I just know that I won't be as productive sitting down to work on my computer if I feel like there's other things that need to be done. Yeah. Definitely, honestly, I would say for me, one of the hardest things about working from home, aside from just and I guess it comes down to that, not being able to split up home and work, like it's all in the same place. And yeah, I cannot focus until things are done, which inevitably just takes me longer. Like when we do have our pockets of free time. Anyway, so yeah, Wednesday night, got the house all clean, ready. Took an early morning workout class Thursday. Got home. Him and the ladies were hanging out. They were hiding. Hiding. Emmy was so cute on the couch. Avery, I thought she was asleep laying
I remember
on you.
now. Okay.
It was so cute. She was just like cozied up on you. It was adorable. And I stayed home. Oh, I had the Lulu video to edit. You did that on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. He took the girls to the gym. I stayed home to edit the men's Lululemon video that is now live. I ordered donuts from Parlor Donuts, new around us. Apparently it's big in Florida, from what people have said. They're like, oh, every time we go to Florida, we get these. I'm like, I never heard
of it. So
me neither. They're layered donuts. They have different kinds. They also have little ones, but like big donuts. It looks like a croissant.
Yeah.
They were really good.
I just prefer
Krispy Kreme.
If I'm gonna have a donut, I want it to be like a donut, like Krispy Kreme.
Well, you like jelly? How was the jelly filled one?
It was good. I mean, it's just
they're still gourmet.
To me, though, they all tasted good, right? But to me, those were not donuts. Those were croissants with toppings and fillings.
Got it. Yeah. Well, their mini ones look like legit donuts, so I'll have to try it again. I don't know. I got a coffee from there too.
I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I literally talked about this. I started a vlog that morning, and I haven't recorded since, but I recorded a bunch. And I literally made that comment. I was like, These are still gourmet donuts. Like when I think of a donut and like if you ask me what the best donut is, it Krispy Kreme glazed.
Yes.
Like that is
100%. But it's
so
just funny
good.
how you can call something a donut.
Well, it's the same thing with
And
crumble
it's
cookies.
yeah, I know. but the thing, okay, here's the difference. You have a donut. It's a fried like ball of dough or fried thing of dough. That is a donut. That's what we've called donuts. Yet they're still calling this other thing that they make, which is a different recipe, a different method of cooking it, and all of the above. It's still called a donut. Like at least cookies.
But some of them are like cakes. That's what you say.
But they're cooked the same. You know, it's not like fried versus baked.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Obviously this is very much nitpicking, but I don't know.
Okay,
but yes,
anyway.
caramel cookies, half of them are cakes.
I feel like that's one of your first comments every time I open a box. You're like, that's not a cookie.
Well, you should. Well, okay, how about the one in the corner? That was not a cookie.
No, they don't call them cookies.
Okay,
Those ones they call cakes. And same thing with like their brownie ones. They call a brownie.
Okay.
Or they'll like put a fun take on like the brookie
Yeah,
or
I got
something
nothing
like
against
that.
crumble. I like crumble. But
Not
half of
good
them aren't
this week,
cookies.
though.
No, they weren't.
Anyway,
Oops.
the donuts were good. Huge. And then, yes, we tried those when the girls got back. What did we do for dinner?
Agape.
Oh, agape. That was really good. We, in Columbus, have so many build your own bowl options, which is one of my favorite things about living here. Food, top tier, so many options, and just we live off build your own bowl places. Like, we've been doing a good job cooking at home more. But if we order out, it is always some type of build your own bowl for the most part. Agape was really good, Greek. And that was really it.
What did I get her, you're asking? Maybe the best gift I've gotten her in a long time.
I got this the night before. They went to Costco.
I got it the night before.
Yeah.
You didn't do your own gift.
Oh, sorry.
This part too. Just because you said you gave yourself a gift.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got her this one.
Well, Emmy told me she got it, so.
Well, Emmy did.
Take it up with her.
Emmy did direct me, and anyways, what would you call it?
Lounge chair.
Like
an outside lounge chair to lay
a
out.
tanning chair.
Tanning chair, if you will.
She loves her biggest thing in the spring and summer and fall.
Any time is nice enough to lay out.
Is to sneak out for 20, 30 minutes and lay out while the kids are napping. Mm-hmm. So, and and half the time I see her and she's on her back on our pavers, just with a towel. Like, it's not comfortable. It can't be.
We've talked about a lounge chair literally every year we've lived here. And that is something I told him. I was like, that is the best gift. Something that I would
not buy yourself.
I would not buy myself, but I would use all the time. I just wouldn't buy it for myself. So yeah,
I don't know why you wouldn't buy it for yourself.
And
though.
it's so nice. I love it.
We don't have a ton of space on our patio, but this is super. It's
I get started
folds
on
up
our patio.
flat. You can go and lean it against the wall. It's easy.
So yeah, they had two different options. I actually, for you pointing it out, that was not on my mind at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because you had even sent me those two options.
A month earlier, I was going to do it for Valentine's Day. Because Costco had two different lounge chairs. They had like a wicker one.
Yeah, like the woven
wicker. Or like
wicker.
a fake wicker. And a...
Like a mesh.
And I asked I zoomed in close to see. Did you know what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to see.
Well, you told me to look at them at Costco when I was there.
I know. And she said the mesh one, so I got the mesh one.
It's very nice. I like it. Thank you so much.
It was 100 it's not, I don't know what the going rate is for lounge chairs, but it was like 170, 169, 167, something like that.
Furniture.
I feel like that's not that bad. Right?
No, if you compare it to some of the other ones, and I think that one is really good quality. So,
yeah, no, it's great quality.
Yeah, so I like it a lot. Emmy loves it.
Emmy does love it.
I have a picture of her sitting in the living room because he had to set it up. She was watching some TV. Very cute.
If we go and we say out loud that we love something, she automatically
She's a sponge.
Yes, she
that
loves
is the
it
age.
as well. And
she is just a sponge.
So
it's so cute. She was relaxing. So yeah, we did agape. We relaxed, and then I knew what I wanted to watch that night, so we didn't have to spend a bunch of time That is my least favorite part about sitting down to watch something is it takes like 30 minutes and I'm like, well, now I'm frustrated. I'd rather just go upstairs.
That is also the great thing. But you never want to start a show. But that's also the good thing about starting a show is that
yes,
you don't have to do that.
True.
So it's
but yeah, it's like then it's a bigger commitment.
I know.
Yeah. But anyway, we love stand-up. I think we've talked about this so much. We've been to a bunch of stand-up comedy shows. And Andrew Schultz came out with his new one called Life, mostly about him becoming a father. There's some other little things in there. But I thought it was great. I was expecting it to be good.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was even better than I was crying laughing at one of the parts. It was very good.
Yeah. He had the
it's
whole
not too
last half.
Great.
It was just, yeah.
It was great.
It was really good. It was heartfelt. It was relatable, I think. I mean, even though he went through a IVF, which isn't like super common and very expensive, he still made it relatable.
Yeah.
To guys, honestly, I think guys would enjoy it more too because of
it would just be a dad's perspective.
Dad's perspective plus all of the like. Anyways,
yeah,
you'll figure out.
Highly recommend if you like
really
stand up. So we watched that, wasted no time. Popcorn, M&Ms, it was delicious and fun. We didn't do tacos last night. First week we skipped to that. What did we do?
Burgers.
Burgers. Oh yeah, I got him a Blackstone for his birthday. And mind you, his birthday's in November, so we got it towards the end of the season, and it's obviously outside, so like we couldn't use it much. And the thing already had rust on it, which kind of freaked me out a little bit, but yeah.
Everybody.
So anyway, he got that seasoned yesterday, got that looking good, and then we used it for the smash burgers. Superior. I could never just have a regular, not never, but like if we're making burgers, it's going to be a smash burger.
Nowadays, yes.
They're just so good.
Yeah.
I think that's really it for our week.
That brings us to right now.
Oh, can I talk about something really quick though? Because this is like, it's just been a thing throughout our week that we have to plan for. We have a trip coming up. We're going to a wedding. And I want to preface this by saying there is no judgment here. This is no one's fault. The older I get, the least excited I get to receive a wedding invitation. Between getting help with kids, planning a lot of, just right now, maybe it's the age we are that like people have moved away. There's a lot of out of town weddings. It's just, they're so expensive.
I mean, this wedding, granted, is for a person who lives out of town.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, people do destination weddings, whatever. But yeah, no, I'm saying just in general, like I feel like half the wedding invites we get are out of town now just because people move for jobs and stuff. So, and like I said, this is no one's fault. It is just the reality of you realize they're just so expensive. And thankfully, we're not in a bunch of them. There are so many, like Marty. Can you imagine if you're in like 6 or 7 weddings in a year?
Joshua right now, I think he's in 3 this year.
Yeah, it's just, it gets so expensive.
3 or 4 bachelor parties to go to. He's got 3, like my younger brother, 3 or 4 weddings. He's got suits to buy for each one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's always so much fun, and I always thoroughly enjoy it after the fact, like once we're there and everything, and it's great memories. Like you just have to go into it as like a fancy date night thing. Yeah. But especially the ones that are out of town, it's like, this is going to be our first trip without kids.
Yeah, and kids were not invited to this one.
So my mom's watching.
So what we decided to do to save us like $350, because that's how much the flights were at a time that we could go. Yeah. She's going to fly so she can stay here later in the day.
So my mom doesn't have to take another full day.
Another full day off.
Yeah.
I am driving with my sister. We are leaving at 5 in the morning. They are, so I'm on their schedule.
But that's honestly best because we have that thing
it's fine.
Too.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But like, so $350 in flights. I'm going to help my sister with gas, obviously. And then Airbnb was $275. You had to buy a dress. It's black tie wedding, so I had to. I don't have a black suit. I need to buy a suit still.
Kind of crazy. Oh, you didn't find anything?
I didn't go today.
Oh, you said you might go after.
I'm going to go after. Yeah, I'm going to go after we do this.
We haven't been to a
And
black
so-
tie wedding, so we did not have anything.
If I were to have flown with you, we were talking, this is going to be $1,200 out of our pocket,
Yeah,
which is like nuts. That's not even including gift.
exactly.
Which is why, if you are getting married, I think if you're doing a destination wedding, do you expect people to still give you gifts if they're going to the wedding? Because
I would assume yes.
they're spending quite a bit of their own money to go to the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think the whole thing is that, I mean, we didn't do that, so I don't know. I would assume, like, if I was in that
if people had destination
situation,
weddings.
it is their choice to come or not. The price on your end doesn't change, because the whole thing is just to cover your plate. Like, that's like the rule of thumb with gifts and money, is to
Okay.
cover the cost of your plate. So, like, for a couple, like, you're thinking like $100.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I know this. I just disagree with it.
Yeah. Well, no, if we had a destination wedding, I would expect like half of what I would for just a regular at-home wedding, gift-wise,
Okay.
because people are spending so much. I'm not saying that's what I would want, or like, I think that would end up being the reality, would be about.
I wonder if what happens typically is like,
I don't know, I'm sure some of these people had destination weddings.
That's why I'm asking.
Let us know
That's
what
why I'm
is like
asking.
the etiquette.
What I'm assuming is
This is not a destination wedding.
you
We're
know,
going to Georgia.
I know, they live
Yeah.
in the town where they are getting married.
Yeah, no, it's
and
just
they
we are
always
traveling.
have. So this is not even.
No.
But what I'm asking is, or what I'm inferring is, if you have a destination wedding, they say normally you expect what, 20% of your invitees to not come. Destination, I think, is bumped up all the way to 50.
Oh,
if
yeah,
not more.
easy.
Do you send out those invitations and then just expect gifts from the people that decline because they can't go?
Oh, yeah, probably. Like,
Probably?
they just go, just get you something off the registry, or like send you money
Yeah,
in there.
maybe, I don't know. Curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also-
And like I said, this is not me complaining. It is just something that I have.
Also, it feels like weddings have tripled in price recently.
Well, just
since
everything is so
ours.
much more expensive. So it's like, once again, I know we're going to have so much fun once we're there. But like, the fact that our first time leaving the girls' first trip is not even just for us. We can't fly together or we could, but we're not willing to spend the money because it's stupid. It's so expensive. Everything has just gotten so expensive. So that's me being an adult, I guess, complaining about the price of things. It's just the process of planning for things like this I don't enjoy, but I know it will be fun after. Okay, so anyway, I got back from doing that, and I was trying to find heels to go with this dress. I hate heels. All of them were uncomfortable.
Do you have to wear heels at a black tie wedding?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Black tie does not mean tux, correct?
On some it does. Their invitation said
Black
like,
tie optional. But does black tie mean tux or just a black suit? Because,
Traditional black tie, I think means tux. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I have no idea.
But
I am not the person to ask.
Do people do traditional black tie weddings a lot?
This is our first one. I think they have become increasingly, I don't want to say unpopular, not the norm. I think a lot of them, especially when we got married, it was like everyone was doing the blue suits.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like more of that. I don't even know what you would call that. We are
Farmhouse.
not. Fine, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, we're not the people to be talking about this. We are not in the know with stuff like this. But I thought black tie most of the time meant tux.
Yeah, I was confused what black tie optional meant. You know what I mean?
I just take it as you dressy. You need to
one.
be dressy.
You got to, yeah, formal.
Formal, exactly.
But I think it's more than formal.
Did you see all my dress options?
No, I saw the black one. That's too big.
The flower one? Yeah, that was a disappointment.
I mean, I saw what you posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen.
I'm just
saw
wearing
them
a
in
black
person,
dress.
though.
I'm over it. I'm overthinking about it.
Did you have
It's
to go
comfortable.
buy that?
Yeah.
So none of the options that you bought online were.
Oh no,
were
no,
working?
They did.
Oh,
The one worked. The other one, everyone was like, that flower one is so pretty. I was like, yeah, but I would have to alter it, and I don't want to pay more money to get this thing altered that I'm never gonna wear again. So, figure that out.
Could you have sized up or down or down?
If I went down, it would have been too small. There was no stretch. Yeah, bummer. That's
Too
all right.
bad.
I told you when I was placing the order. I told you I'm always in between a small and a medium in this company, and it is so frustrating.
What's good for me is most suits. I'm like a 40 regular off the rack fit me pretty well. Like I'm very like average / proportional. So I'm lucky I don't really have to get anything altered.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I could to make it fit like really well, but I don't wear suits enough to pay that much. Yeah, so hopefully we're leaving on Thursday morning. I can find a suit between
Thursday morning. No.
I am. Friday morning. Thursday morning. Friday morning. Friday morning, sorry. Yeah,
Friday morning. Last thing from the week. We worked out together for the first time in a while. How are your legs feeling?
They're sore. Very sore.
He was like, ugh, cause I knew we were both working out at the same time. We went to the gym as a family on Friday, yesterday. I knew he was doing legs. We were walking together and I was like, all right, are you still lifting legs? He's like, yeah, why? Like, so not excited. It's like,
I knew it was coming.
I was like, can I work out with you? Yeah. I was like, why do you not sound excited? He's like, well, now I actually have to like do it.
Yeah. Normally I'll do legs. I'll do like my first two like compound movements. I'm like, yeah, that's good. And I'll go downstairs. And
no, you do not.
Maybe I'll do like leg extensions after that. But I rarely finish my full planned leg day when I do it.
It was funny because it was right after I got done editing your video when you made so many comments about your legs being your insecurity in shorts. Anyway, we got over and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to pair this with this exercise. And you were like, what? That just means you need to go heavier. I don't normally do supersets because you just need to go heavier.
You're not working hard enough.
We use the same weight the whole time.
You're not working hard enough. You're stronger than me.
I'm saying this not to dog on you, but did you think, did I impress you?
That was impressive. Yeah, that was good.
It was a good leg day.
Mm-hmm.
And we added in some hip stuff for you at the end, which I think is going to be, we just have to stay on top of that.
Yeah.
Hips, hip mobility, and flexibility.
Fellas.
Are his limiting factors. I was trying to have him do Kozak squats and I got done with my leg raises. I was like, what are you doing? I can't do these. It's like,
I needed to watch myself do it. I was facing not the mirror. Once I faced the mirror and like was able to adjust my angle of my torso and like how far it was over my knee, I got it. It just felt so awkward.
I can't do it.
And I was still so tired from the leg extensions.
I was like, you got this. You can totally do it. And it ended up being great.
It was fine.
But yeah, he was like, you can't expect me to pick up the girls today. Definitely not from the floor.
Yeah. I don't give myself enough credit. I'm fine.
I was going to say,
I'm fine.
You lean into the complaining part of that, but it was great.
I've always been a complainer with workouts. I'm just going to complain my way through it. That's what helps me get through it.
You will do it. You will just complain the whole time.
I mean, I do mean it, but I don't like,
it's
not going to stop me from doing it. I'm just going to complain about it.
So you just have to be heard that it is not fun. Yeah. But are you having a good time?
I need to make sure that you know that I hate this, but I'm still doing it for you.
So do you enjoy it at all?
Do I enjoy what? Working out?
Like, did you enjoy any part of the workout yesterday or no?
Enjoy?
Do you enjoy working out?
I enjoy the fact that I worked out.
So do you get like the endorphin boost after, not at all during? Because there'll be times where I'm like, you come home and I'm like, how was your workout? And you're like, it was really good today.
You're talking about like during my set? I'm like, yes, I love this. No. Yes, this is so much fun. No. After I get done and I see maybe I got a little pump, I'm like, okay.
Okay, so you're checking a box right now.
I'm chasing a pump.
Okay.
Checking a box.
Yeah, you're checking a box right now.
Okay. In all of transparency, I was on testosterone replacement therapy while you were pregnant with Emmy.
You started it that early?
Mm-hmm. And I did it for like not quite a year. Because then we were going to start.
That makes sense.
We were going to start trying for Avery, and if you do get on TRT, it severely hurts your testosterone or your fertility, like your sperm count and your sperm mobility. So like you have to get off. Like some people it does. Some people
seems
doesn't.
Very common.
It's like.
I mean, they even talked about it in.
Andrew Schultz. Like
Andrew Schultz was talking about it.
Anyways, no, it. So yeah, I mean, you can get pregnant while you're on it, but also it's less likely. So I stopped and haven't got back on since. But while I was on it, yes, I craved working out. I wanted to go work out.
So you just compare everything back to that now?
Guys, it felt amazing. Like so I was on it for like 3 months, and I got my blood tested again. And my testosterone had actually dropped a little bit. Like, so they increased the dose after like 3 months.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I think I got it tested, and 3 months later, and it was raised up to like where we wanted it to be. So I stayed on the same dose, and I got tested again 3 months later, or maybe I think it was ended up being about 9 months I was on it, and I was like too high. Like 1,000 is like I don't know what the measurement is, but it's a 0 to 1,000 scale. 500 is like obviously average. 1,000 is like the very top level of like natural, and I was at 1,100.
Oh wow!
So like I was above that, so like unnatural, and I was feeling amazing. And then so I like
well they dropped it after that, right?
Well, no. Well, yes, they were going to. But then I told the doctor, hey, we're going to start trying for pregnancy in like a couple months. Like, when should I stop this? And he said, you should stop right now. So,
oh, yeah.
So, like...
So you ended at
I got to, like, that peak, and then I just stopped. And so...
Well, that's not where they wanted you, though, right? They would have wanted you underneath.
They were going to lower my dose, so I would have come down a little bit, but...
Got it. So do you compare everything to that now? You're just like, I don't feel the same?
Not everything to that, but some things, yeah. I'm not, if it's not obvious, I've never taken any kind of steroids.
Stop accusing us of being
whatever,
on
like any kind of steroids. I got on the TRT for different reasons other than physical. Like I went to a doctor, and like it was prescribed. It wasn't anything crazy or sketchy.
I feel like your biggest thing was just like your day-to-day lack
my
of
lack
drive.
of energy.
And
my energy was varying. My drive was low. I just didn't feel great. So I got back on it, or got on it for the first time, and fixed that. The other effects were great too. I mean, I feel like I gained, like, over the course of like that 9 month, like 10 pounds, and like looked better. But, yeah.
How do we get on to that? Oh, talking about if you enjoyed working out. But so yeah, right now you're just, but also like we all go through seasons of that. Sometimes it's like that motivation for the gym is just there, and you're like, every workout is the best thing. You feel great during it. And then there's other times where you're like, ugh, I got it done. Thank goodness. Now I can get on with my day.
Yeah, that's mostly it for me. Yeah. I mean, it's not, I don't hate it. I just don't have as much fun as I used to.
You look more forward to your sauna hot tub sessions, which this man will go into the hot tub with pants on.
A couple times. Like 3 or 4 times. That's it.
So you told me it one time, and I like could not believe it. And then I feel like the next like 5 times after that, you're like, yeah, I went in with my pants again.
It was like, it hasn't been more than 4 times, I don't think. I let it stop me before.
Do you get the weirdest looks?
Nobody's ever out there.
You shouldn't care what people think, but it has to feel so weird.
It is what it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I just can't get over that.
I've really, really stopped giving a crap about what anybody cares.
I love it. That's phenomenal.
So yeah, I'm just going to go in my pants. Like these pants, like sweatpants.
Have been in the hot tub.
Have been in the hot tub, fully submerged.
it's got to be such an uncomfortable feeling.
No, it's not.
You don't like lotion,
It's just fine.
but you like soggy pants on your legs. Ugh.
I mean, I take them off. Like, I don't wear the wet pants around afterwards.
I just can't get over it. Okay.
Like, I shower at the gym every day, so I bring a change of clothes.
I know.
Like, I'm not walking out of the gym in my soaking wet pants.
I just can't imagine sitting in a hot tub with pants on.
You should try it.
No.
It's not that bad. Give it a try. I'm not going to let a pair of pants get in the way of what I want to do.
I love that. I'm just saying, like, if I forgot my bathing suit and I was just like,
well, you're a girl.
In my leggings,
okay. You're a girl.
In sports bra, it would not even.
Yeah, why not?
It would not even cross my mind as an option to get into the hot tub with my workout clothes on. Like, 0% would that even be an option in my head. Okay. I'd be like, oh, I forgot my swimsuit. I can't go in. Not like, oh.
It's like a zero, like not even an option when I get out of the shower that I immediately need to put lotion on.
We're talking about this last night. I don't know if this is a guy thing. The man hates lotion.
It's gross.
Like, hates lotion. He will let his
put it on my
knees
face sometimes.
Be white. So white and ashy.
My
your
what?
Knees.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, doesn't it? When you made a comment yesterday.
I feel so gross after I put lotion on.
But it dry, especially your skin would be like.
So first of all, after the shower, I continually sweat after the shower for
I get
a little
the
while. So if I put lotion on after I shower while I'm still sweating, I would need to shower again once I got home. Like it's gross.
I hate the feeling of getting out of the shower and my skin feeling tight and
Guess what?
Itchy.
My skin doesn't feel like that.
I think
when
it's
I get out of the
it
shower.
feels like that all the time, so you just don't.
No, it doesn't.
Realize.
I don't feel itchy and stretchy.
He came out yesterday and he was like,
just my face.
You gotta loosen your
That's why
face
I
up
do lotion my face
after the shower. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's
sometimes I lotion
trying to make a joke about his dry, tight
I do
skin.
need to I need to treat my face better. I have some acne.
Okay.
And some wrinkles forming.
So many tangents. Our week was good. We worked out together. Now.
Well, we had a couple. I wanted to talk about a few things.
We've got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. We still have to do the book club after too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can do that. Make that a separate video
much.
if we want to. Or keep it at the end, whatever.
Thought, hey, let's just do this every week so the episodes are shorter.
We got yappers. I am not a, what would that be? Like celebrity gossip. I don't read the magazines. That stuff's not really interesting to me.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
This is now like 2 weeks. So you brought up a
well, because you asked me. You asked me that you wanted to have like stuff in the news. And what I have seen on social media over the last week is so many clips of Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, which prior to this week, I don't know that I ever knew what he looked like. I don't think I would have been able to point him out.
Okay.
But I have learned that he has produced or like written so many very popular songs. So anyway, I've seen all these videos. I don't know who the guy is. Anyway, very popular podcast. They went on it. And he just had a lot of really good takes on relationships and treating women. It was just very nice to see, and this is what I said to him. I was like, I would like to bring it up because I feel like so often they highlight relationships that are like, I don't know.
The ones that get clicks?
Yeah, the ones that get clicks are the ones that are like kind of toxic or you just don't know. Like, I don't think it's a great example of what we should be looking up to. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying theirs is either. This is like a very small clip. We don't know how their lives are behind the scenes. But it was cool to see how much that was all getting lifted up in the media. And so many people were engaged with it and just, it was cool to see.
I've seen a couple things about it. But it bothers me because the first thing that I see, every time I see someone mention this relationship, it's always, how did he get her? Inferring that he's ugly.
Listen to him talk
and
for
he's also
5 minutes.
I mean, okay, sure, objectively, or like, he's not a gorgeous person. to me. Yeah, I would not rate him a 10. However, to answer the question, how could he get... Okay, he's rich. He's famous.
Okay, well, those should not be the
I know,
reasons either.
I'm just going through things. He's super talented. He seems to be humble,
kind,
hardworking,
genuine,
driven,
compassionate.
Yeah, like he seems to be a good person.
Yeah.
And so I think it's rude.
Well, that's what everybody does.
I know, but still, it bothers me.
Yeah.
Oh, how could it?
Because he's a good guy.
Yeah. Anyways, and it's funny because it's so often I hear women say on social media say all you need as a guy to make a woman happy, to make a girl happy, is to be funny and to be nice. And then, turn around and this question's being asked, but both guys and girls, but it just bothers me.
Yeah, like one of the clips that went viral was basically Selena explaining, all right, both of them were talking, but explained that it was the first relationship where she had felt like truly safe and seen. And what was said prior to that was the fact that he makes a point to basically just check in with her throughout the day. Like she said that she needs that, just not that she doesn't trust him, just to get check-ins throughout the day so she knows where he is, what's going on, like bare minimum.
Yeah, but
bare minimum.
But that kind of leads into something else I wanted to talk about, was celebrity relationships in general. Like I don't think I can understand how they operate. They are so different from us. Okay, I think of what do you think the most talked about celebrity relationship was the past couple years?
The Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds?
No. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't understand. And this one is different because they can Travis has a whole off season. But think about Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner. Did you know that they were dating? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't understand how these people have time for each other.
Yeah.
Just speaking for Timothée Chalamet, he was in 3 major movies the past year. He did press tours for those movies, interviews for Oscar stuff, podcasts. He's got all kinds of stuff he's working on. Mm-hmm. Kylie Jenner is a mom of 2, I think.
I have no idea.
She has a $1 billion company, I think, that she runs. I just don't understand how these people... It's so different from us. I don't understand how they have time to work for a real relationship. Yeah. Maybe this is why it seems like celebrity relationships have a just even higher probability of not working out than the average person. Mm-hmm. But how do they spend time with each other? How do they work on the things that we have to work on in our relationship? You know?
I bet they spend a lot of time going back and forth on their private jets.
I don't get it. I don't think I can understand it. And it's just a totally different life.
Yeah, different world.
So I'm not even going to try to
would never wish to be famous like that.
Yeah, but there are people that are. People that do wish to just be famous.
If we could not walk outside of our house and go out to eat without the fear of people following us, mm-hmm. or if someone's sitting outside our house waiting for us to leave to take a picture.
I mean, I agree.
I don't know. To me, I'm what that. Then you're not even living life. Okay, so now you have all these cool, expensive things, but you're constantly running from fans, paparazzi. I don't know. I just feel and I know that's our perspective.
There are some people out there who just love attention.
Yeah, no. Okay, I saved 2. I don't know which one this is.
Men, none of us are perfect. She gets spicy sometimes.
Yeah.
And when I see something happening, it's about guiding the missile, not adding a jetpack on top of it.
I don't need to watch the whole thing. But just in general, the way he talks about things, the calmness, it's cool to see that being elevated.
Sure.
Just such a positive communication between.
That's great. I mean, you're right. It is not a lot to ask for from a partner, but it's nice to see that being highlighted. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Totally. I get it.
Yeah. It's nice to see it.
I get it.
Was there something else in the news of the week that you want? I feel like you brought up something.
No, there's something else that has been talked about a lot on social media, TikTok mainly is where I've seen it. It's the conversation about parasocial relationships.
Oh, yes.
For those who don't know, that would be defined as like a one-way relationship from a viewer of something to the, to a celebrity,
Swifties.
to a content creator, to a fictional character, something like that. And what, like that relationship between that person and the famous person. And how far that has gotten and how it is detrimental to some people. I think the conversation mostly revolves around Twitch.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said.
So I have never
I was going to say, which we aren't.
really I've never been a gamer, and that's kind of the community that does it. But like, it's evolved from the gaming community to, like, there are these, okay, so have you heard of Kai Cenat? You are offline. Have you heard of iShow Speed? Okay.
You brought up TikTok. I genuinely don't think I have been on TikTok.
Like scrolled, you mean?
More than 5 minutes since it's been like brought back.
Oh.
I don't think I've been on it once this week.
Not me.
So anyway, no, this isn't competition. I'm just saying, if a lot of this is on TikTok, that's why.
Well,
I don't
I've just
know.
seen people talk about this.
Yeah.
I saw a creator talk about how he's just a guy who rants, and he made it very clear. He's like, some people may hate me for saying this, but I am not your friend. If you DM me that we live close by, let's meet up sometime. No, I'm not doing that. Like, he just commented like,
just because I'm choosing to share doesn't mean that you want all these relationships.
He said, imagine if you're just a random person and a very random stranger sends you a DM saying, hey, I live 15 minutes from you. You want to hang out? You'd say no, right?
Circumstances.
I know they're different, but I've seen this conversation, and I think the problem I see with it is when these streamers are, having, thousands of people watch them and getting people to donate hundreds of dollars to them. I think that's like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I understand fully supporting the person that you watch. Like, you want them to, they're making a living doing this. You want to support them, not feel like you're watching them for free. Like, I get that whole thing, but like, these people are putting thousands of hours into watching these people.
But is this, because I know like Instagram, I haven't done it, but I know they have like a membership side now to where like you can subscribe and like you get extra stuff. So people are paying, but they're getting extra content. Is that what this is? Or it's just like simply donations?
No, I think so. Like, I think on Twitch you can
like
subscribe to get some stuff. But yeah, these are all gifts.
Gifts, got it.
Purely gifts. The main thing you get from it is the streamer will get like a notification that you gifted them stuff.
Oh, no, like say your name.
You can say your name, something like that.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But like, yeah, I totally get supporting the person that you watch. Like, even, what's the one app that people have that you can like get extra stuff that's paid? Starts with a P. Oh, come on. It's like it's like YouTube, but you have to pay to subscribe to somebody.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh. Patreon.
Yes.
So like Patreon, like if you're subscribing to someone's Patreon, you get extra stuff. Like you get access to content that nobody else gets access to.
I see. Okay.
Like, I totally get doing this. These all make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's just, it gets to the point where it's delusion. It's where you're gifting them hundreds of dollars, but you're also thinking that you're their friend.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he notices me. He's waiting. He's looking for me in his chat. Like, things like this.
So you're talking about the extreme.
Yes, the extreme. Like, obviously, if you enjoy watching someone, watch them, support them.
Yeah.
But like, when you're putting these relationships
above
your real life relationships, that is when it gets to a level that's like,
Yeah. One, it's probably become
That's I
way
think that
more
could be
popular,
harmful.
especially, or common, especially for younger kids.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think I actually just saw something, Dax, what is his last name?
Flame, the awkward guy, Shepherd,
Yes, Shepherd.
the one that the
Kristen
actor.
Bell's.
Yeah. Okay.
Kristen Bell's
You know who
husband.
Dax Flame is?
No.
I need to say, hold on. I need to show you this video of Dax Flame, or any video of Dax Flame that you mention it. Do you guys know who Dax Flame is? I think he got famous from being in, like, 21 Jump Street, or... Yes, he was in 21 Jump Street. Anyways, he claims, I don't believe it still, he claims this is his real persona. And this is either his real persona or he is always in character, and he knows when a camera is on. Let's just find a...
Do you really sell that here? I didn't know that. Was it on the menu? Yeah, I guess I'll give it a try. One of those, please. Here's your drink. Today I'm gonna open.
So just awkward?
Yeah.
Today I'm gonna show you what I offer when I'm in a relationship.
I loved going to the aquarium earlier. I really loved looking at all the jellyfish.
Yeah, that was cool. I just wish there had been some peanut butter fish as well.
Yeah.
So I would always just try to make my partner smile and have fun, even if we're just doing something as simple as eating a meal. I would also know when it's time to stop.
Anyways.
The transition.
Anyways, that's Dax Flame.
Okay, not Dax Flame.
Not Dax Flame, okay, fine.
Dax Shepherd.
Fine.
It was a video of him, essentially, because everyone like knocks social media and just like phones in general for teenagers now. And he was trying to say, he was like drug use has actually gone down in that. I haven't checked any of this stuff, but this is what he was saying. That like drug use has gone down in adolescence. Drinking and like he named off all these things that like just hearing that you'd be like, oh, that's phenomenal. And he's like, no one's talking about this. And then he was talking to a counselor or some kind of person who like this is their job.
Yeah.
And he was like, how can you get into trouble if you're not interacting with anybody else? And it came back to like they're sitting inside scrolling on their phones or playing video games. It's like, yes, things may have gone down, but like at what cost for their mental health?
Oh yeah, or
and
their
it's like,
social skills.
It's good to get out. So it's good to get in a little bit of trouble sometimes if it means you're like doing normal human things. Mm-hmm. And it gave me chills. It was like, whoa, perspective.
And you're right. When I talk about these relationships, majority are kids.
Yeah.
Like 18 and under. Mm-hmm. These kids who subscribe, mainly boys.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
young
especially
boys,
with Twitch, with that example in
gaming
particular,
community, how popular live streaming has become.
So many hours.
Yeah.
Like.
And I feel like it even gets crazier when you talk about the boys who are following and subscribing to like these 30-year-old women who, like, this is a whole section of Twitch. It's like not older women, but like women who game, but obviously we're wearing very low-cut shirts, very revealing clothing. I don't know what their viewership
where they
is.
like
I
almost feel like they're in a
still
relationship with them a little bit.
Yeah, I think that can be harmful as well.
Oh, well, obviously.
Expectations are all screwed up on things.
Yeah, we live in a very different world.
I know. Back when Instagram and Twitter, like I remember when they first came out, and at least for me, it never even was a thought in my mind that people would use this to like gain a following, to do whatever. Like it was always
like gain attention from strangers.
Yeah, it was always, you want to post something to make your friends laugh. Yeah. Or to impress a girl, or to try to get...
you already knew.
Yes, that you already... Yeah, try to get attention from people that you already knew that didn't follow you. Like, I really want Megan from Social Studies to follow me. Let me post. So something like that, you know what I mean? And then it just...
Look at it now.
Obviously, it's crazy now. But I remember when you first started, you talked about wanting to take Instagram and YouTube mainly more serious. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? What's the point? I mean, obviously, I've learned a lot since then.
Yeah.
Everyone has, but it's still strange to me. I don't know if it was ever... We were never supposed to be able to talk to a person across the world instantly, or like be able to have access to everybody like instantly. You know what I mean?
Well, that's my biggest thing with, I mean, the more that social media became my job, and like the more the more it became my job, the less time I spent on my phone scrolling, doing other things, because you quickly realize how fast comparison can start happening, which then affects work. And so I just would stop. I think this was when we lived in our last apartment. There was this one time I like really felt myself. I felt so stuck in what I was doing, and then it affected how I showed up, because I was just comparing what I did to someone else, and this worked for them, maybe it would work for me, and I'm like, this is not why I signed up to do this or started doing this. And I just really stopped scrolling. Do I still scroll sometimes now? Yeah, but it's different because my feed is like mom stuff now for the most part. And there's a lot of like really helpful things on there. But yeah, the more social media became my work, the less I scrolled, because it is just it's heavy. Like, you've brought this up so many times, where you go from, we are not wired to go from crying laughing to crying depressed sad at a video, back to back, and just scrolling. Yeah, it's crazy. And there was a video you showed me of this, I think we saw the same one you sent, where she's like, I'm not supposed to be, it's 7 a.m. and I'm supposed to be at work or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, gosh, it's just, it can get so heavy.
Yeah. Not meant to go through a roller coaster of emotions.
No.
Every
too much.
Day, multiple times a day.
And I just think knowing about all of the, like, yes, you can know about all the positive things. Sure, that's great. But knowing about all of the negative things going on, I also don't think that we are supposed to be capable of handling all of that and like still be able to function how we should function day to day.
There's a bunch of people that are predicting that there's going to be like a shift in anti-internet, or like less internet.
I don't know how they do that.
I don't know how it's going to be done. I don't know how. Maybe it's just social media.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that looks like. But people are saying they're fed up with it.
How would they put like time limits on your phone or something?
Like there's like the anti-influencer movement is like at an all-time high right now.
What does that look like though? Anti-influencer?
To be honest, it looks like people complaining about influencers in their own videos. So they're still consuming the content most likely, but
so it's other people
complaining about it.
Like if I got on and was complaining about influencers, or like if someone else who
doesn't normally make a bunch of content
then complains.
Got
it.
It's like people who consume a bunch of influencer content.
I see. Okay.
Then making a video about it.
Got it.
I think there was this thing last week where people were saying how like the New York fashion or New York get ready with me influencers are all the same, boring, have no fashion sense. Like, and then they all, I don't know. This is a big.
See, this is where, and we've gone down a rabbit hole with this, which is fine. But the thing, I feel like this is a perfect example of it. It's like, the great thing about social media is it gives everybody a place to share what they want and be themselves. But on the other hand, people take that as their opinion is number one. And like, to like be mean to other people about what, so like you don't have to announce your exit. You don't have to take, like just walk away.
I think
the sharing of opinions in a negative way is something that I think is one of the most detrimental parts of social media, is that everyone feels entitled to share. And instead of being like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
My biggest.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, no, I do know what you mean. And I think this leads right into what I'm about to say, is that the thing that makes me so mad about the internet right now is I can never tell if what someone is saying is real or if it's only meant to get attention, like rage bait.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was until you told me about it, and I was like, coming from someone who does like make content and like you put yourself out there, you're vulnerable. Like you know that going into it. I'm like, why would someone purposely subject themselves to just wanting to be hated? But I guess if they're just trying to get clicks to make money.
It's all about getting
But so they
clicks.
don't care at all about, like they know people are just going to hate their stuff.
Yes. And they don't care.
That's just crazy to me though.
Or they have this master plan to get people to hate them, get as many clicks as possible.
It's the thing that
only
like
to pull the rug out, pull a reversal,
there's no
and then
such thing as like bad media or whatever, bad
essentially,
press.
Sure, but yeah, it pisses me off.
I just don't know
so
how
much.
you grow
As soon
an
as I
account
see
that way.
someone rage bait, or like these very obvious like couple pranks that are so staged,
Yeah.
that they try to play out, like I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like there's this one clip that goes viral every few months, it seems like, where someone will tweet it out on a different social media. It's of a kid who comes into a house where there's a security camera or some kind of camera placed in the middle, like looking at a full room. A mom is on a ladder with a paint pan, and it was a roller painting, and kid shoots like a Nerf gun at her. She like does this, pours it on herself, all the paint, and like falls into the couch, and like it is the most obvious staged video ever, yet it gets millions and millions of views every couple months, it feels like. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, because that enrages me how anyways. But yeah, rage bait and stage, like,
I just don't understand how someone, like, if your plan is to, like, your account to gain traction from that, from like people being so pissed off at watching your video, how do you, if your goal is to like eventually turn it into something like more profitable, how do you change that to people liking you after?
well, a lot of the times it
just makes no sense.
Here's the thing. A lot of the times, this is what I've seen a bunch. It's people who do these rage bait things. They will have in their bio or something that it's a parody or a troll or what, I can't remember what the term they use is, or it's satire.
Oh,
gosh.
yes, satire.
Anyways,
yeah.
so yes, so they hide behind this satire, react to your video. I see a lot of it with parenting. See a lot of it with, oh, not yet.
I don't think so.
Maybe a little bit.
All right.
Blabbed and complained for an hour, probably.
Is this
All right,
the
this is a good
time?
time to cut to,
If you don't want to be here for books, book club,
it's book club time.
then you can leave now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. But it is Beartown time.
Book club time. We read Beartown.
Gosh,
I read it like a year ago.
he didn't end up reading.
I didn't end up rereading it because through
To
our
be fair, you
conversations,
also
we
already
got
read it,
enough.
yeah.
I already read it. It's not super fresh in my mind, but it's fairly fresh in my mind. It was like a year ago I read it.
I feel like we talked about it like 4 or 5
I
separate
love it.
times.
I like Googled a bunch and I was like just looking through it because I wanted to find out when I was asking her what part she was at.
Making
like
sure you didn't overstep.
Exactly. So I'll start with you. Overall thoughts.
Overall thoughts, same as before. However, when we talked about it last week, I had not gotten into like the big event.
Oh, yes.
So my opinion has changed since then, but more in that character development, he does great.
Mm-hmm.
And writing style, if you would have explained it to me beforehand, I would have said, I don't think I'm going to love that. He does it so well. We've talked
Yeah.
about this.
It's
That
very
just
unique.
so seamless, though.
It's very unique.
But like, yeah, you pop through perspectives, like literally every other paragraph. It's like you're hearing from someone else's point of view, perspective, and
Like
I liked that a lot.
I just read the last chapter before we started this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, like it flips through 5 perspectives in a matter of 2.5 pages, but it's not confusing. Like once you get into it, you get used to it. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's very unique writing. I love it. It's for me.
So See, I liked it a lot.
What did you rate it out of 5? You can go halves.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, really good. I'm halfway through the second book already.
A couple people already rated it on the Fable app. I think they were both 5.5, 4.5 too.
It lets you do halves. That is my
Yeah, I
biggest
think so.
pet peeve about Goodreads. Yeah.
I will say,
Definitely.
it was funny with Kelly.
Oh.
It took her probably 5 or 6 days. Well, it took her about a year of putting it off for me recommending it to her. Finally read it, started it, and then read the first page and then didn't read a lot of it for like 6 months. And then she finally got into it. It took her about 5 days probably to get to like the part. And then after it hit the part, she finished it in a day and a half.
No, longer than that.
2 days.
2 or 3 days.
Because you would have got to the point on Sunday morning, which is
Oh, yeah, no, and I finished it Monday.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was very good. Definitely. Okay, so this is something I don't even know really how to say this. I grew up with 3 older brothers.
We can talk. We can talk about spoilers since.
No, I know.
If you haven't finished it, stop watching.
I grew up with 3 older brothers. I always got along more with guys than I did girls, and so especially like whenever they talk about or highlight like girls' friendship relationships, it's never something I can really like get into. And so I was worried at how much they were going to talk about Anna, like their relationship. I was like, I don't know if I want to like this. Like,
Why?
because it's just not something I can relate to. And so sometimes I find them kind of annoying. Like
Like, are you talking about like teenagers?
Just, the teenage girl banter. And I'm like, I don't know. It just sounds so
I get it.
weird to me. Anyway, that was something I was not expecting to enjoy. Their relationship development and just how there for each other they are. I got very into their friendship. Kevin, I hate him so much, but you know who I really hate? His mom.
His mom's the worst. Keep
His
reading,
mom.
though. Keep reading.
Well, no, you can tell that it feels like there's going to be, no, she's not the worst.
There are 2 more books in this series.
Worst.
Kevin's dad is the worst.
Kevin's dad is the worst. His mom is
Obviously.
a close second for hanging in there with that. But you can tell, especially, oh wait, no, this is into the second book, so never mind that. But like at the end, you know that she was very clear that she knew, but through his writing, you could tell that she felt guilty about that. So I'm hoping she makes it right. I'm hoping she makes it right.
She sees that.
Yes.
She sees that.
Yes. And the guilt is there,
So-
unlike his dad,
No, Kevin's
who
dad
just does
is the
not
worst.
care and trying to pay everybody
Just
off.
throw money at things.
One of my favorite characters. I know you love Benji. You've already said this.
Amat?
Yes.
Yeah, Amat's great. Amat is,
He's great.
and he gets more love in the next couple books.
I know. Like
I
I said, I'm halfway through the second book, and I continue to like him.
the second and third books I think are just as good.
So far, I'm liking.
If you like this, you will like the rest of the series.
Oh wait, we have to talk about the ending. I for sure was like, oh, this means she only needs one bullet. It's either for her or for him. She's either killing him or she's taking her own life. Is this why people say unaliving themselves so you don't get like?
You want to say the K word?
Yeah.
Or the S word on social media?
Yeah.
Yeah. They think maybe
it like won't get shown. Whatever.
I think so.
Anyway, she said she only needed one for him or for her. I assumed that meant for one of them. The ending. Now you get are scared the way that I'm scared at night or something.
I'll read
Did
it.
not see that coming.
Now you'll be scared of the dark too, Kevin, for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Chills. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not
great.
expect that to be the ending.
I love the way that he handled that situation. I think that was, he built up like Anna's character with that.
No.
Maya's character. Sorry. I get all the names confused. Yeah, I just love the way he finished Maya's, not finished Maya's, but I just think like, yeah, she's a rock star with that. I enjoyed, as a dad, Peter's perspective.
Yes.
Hard to read at times. I mean, it's, as a dad with daughters,
Yeah.
I don't know how I would react if a situation like that happened. How I would be able to not rage, you know? So like, yeah, I don't know. I think he puts it in you know, the way he wrote Peter's response to that was, I mean, obviously, you know, like emotional and
You said
trauma, like,
that
I don't know.
there's not a book that you've read of his where you haven't teared up.
I've cried at every single book.
Yeah.
Cry for me is like, I have to take a breath. Like
No, your eyes water.
My
up.
eyes water. Rarely does a tear fall
down.
But like,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, I've read these 3 of his books, and I also read Anxious People. Also great book. I really liked it. My mom liked it a lot too. But yes, so
Ending was good.
the way he sets up a scene. I heard someone else say this. I thought I heard a cat throwing up.
No, it was my stomach.
He sets up the scene so well to where you think, oh, this is gonna happen, and then boom, he takes a turn. Like
Well, yeah,
with Kevin,
that and
like with the Kevin
his
thing.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, the foreshadowing.
That was another comment I made to him when I was like probably 3/4 of the way through. I'm like, man, the way that he like explains situations with, and I think that makes the books short. Like he packs in so much stuff because he doesn't take a whole chapter to describe something that happened. He's like, in 10 years from now, in 10 years from now, they'll pass each other. Yeah, and it's like the way that he does it is just, you get to know so much about what's currently happening, how it affects, but then you're right back into the thick of the story. Yeah. None of the books I've read have had that same.
No, yeah, a lot of books.
I really enjoyed
dedicate
that.
an entire chapter
Yeah.
to the flashback. And I know you're not alone in this. So many people will get to the start of that chapter, be like, ugh. Like, I don't like the flashback.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do I have to read a whole
Yeah.
flashback chapter? Mm-hmm. But then, you know, I think he does it
Well,
great. 'cause
his
he
was
does
more
flashback
looking
often.
ahead.
I guess, yeah, his is more
His
ahead.
is more looking ahead, which I don't know. I really enjoyed that and the way that he wrote that out. I mean, clearly I really enjoyed the book. Once again, I wasted no time getting into the second book. And then I got a little peeved because he was the one who told me to go on Spotify to listen, and it cut me off.
Yeah, so if you...
I was in the middle of a chapter and it was like,
you-
you've reached your Spotify listening hours.
If you listen on Spotify, you have like 15 hours of listening per month if you have the premium. You can buy more time.
He got me, yeah, but we already have a
I know,
membership.
I know,
It's dumb.
I know.
We already, or he got me set up with another library card, so I did. I'm listening to it again.
I highly recommend, you know, getting the Libby app, or Hoopla is a similar thing. And if you have a library card, if you don't, go online. There are so many libraries that will just give you one just for applying on their website. Like, you don't need to go in. All you need to do is enter your
Yeah, no, that's
information. They'll
great.
just give you a library card for
Yeah, because
digital
he's
use.
like, it's available now. I was like, perfect. I want it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I missed before we get into the next book?
Because they have stuff. I wanna ask you a couple questions because they have like a book club topic and discussions.
Oh, in the back of that? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
A readers club guide.
That's cool. Do most books have that?
No, all his books do because they're so thought provoking and, you know, reflective.
Yeah.
This one seems more like a quiz on a couple of these.
Well, I know you didn't guess.
And I don't know. There's a bunch of these questions that are kind of like, do we really want to do this? Who'd you cast?
Oh, I'm
Some of
not.
the
I wouldn't be good
characters.
at
I know
this.
you're not. Yeah, you wouldn't.
I know the things I'm good at and not good at. And actors and actresses is probably lowest on the totem pole.
By the way, this guy, if you've heard of or seen the movie A Man Called Otto, he wrote the book for it. It's called A Man Called Ove. O-V-E.
Said he'd never read it because he's too...
I'm not going to read it. I watched the movie. That was hard enough. Great movie.
Don't subject yourself to it again. Okay, I looked up... Because...
There is a
How they were
TV show, by the way.
Yes.
It's Swedish, though. It's like, I thought of him as like this dark-haired, rugged, like sharp-jawed
And like
teenager. Like, I don't know.
what is the guy who was in the Navy in your grade? One of your friends, yeah?
What? In the
No,
in
like
the
Drew?
Navy. Not that big though.
I'm just saying.
Drew's like 6'6". I mean, no, no. I thought more of like, I'm trying to think of an actor, like a young actor.
Timothy?
Yeah, but like 50 pounds heavier, I guess.
I get
Or
Timothy.
Tom Holland with like, but like bulkier,
Yeah. Less clean cut.
less clean cut. Well,
I get Timothy,
Kind of.
but yeah, he did the bigger, bulkier. With like less more muscle.
yeah.
I could see that.
And that was the only character that I really like had a clear picture in my head of who I thought he was Benji.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Amat maybe as well. I pictured him as like this little, not. I think he's small, isn't he? Described as small.
Yeah, Bobo's big.
Bobo's big guy. Amat's small, quick, fast, agile, skilled. Like I envisioned him as like I don't know the name of the. I'm thinking of an actor, but I don't know his name. Anyways, yeah, I mean,
Honestly, I could see him being more of like the Tom Holland, like the one you wouldn't expect.
yeah. And then I saw like I don't know, not Amat, but Maya and Anna. I just pictured as like generic white high school kids. I mean, girls.
Yeah.
Kevin, I figured, was like Sean Corrali,
Yeah.
my buddy from high school, who's a professional hockey player. I mean, it's easy to make that connection. Sean's a nice guy, though. I know he's
Sean's
watching.
a
I know he's
great
watching
guy.
this.
Yeah, he's definitely watching this. He's a great guy. How long did it take you to get through the other two after you finished the first?
I did not read them back to back. I
don't know how
read
you don't
like
do
a
that.
couple books in between because I want to get into something else. I find it more exciting to come back to the story.
I'm the opposite.
But also, I will tell you, the third book
Is long. I know.
is
that.
longer, and I think there was a longer gap between the writing of that, or the release of that, and of this one, I think, because there's a lot of reminders in the third book.
Oh.
There's a lot of reminders.
So you didn't
Like,
have to read them back to back. Like it caught you up to speed.
Like, yes, it caught you up to speed. And I think I read them, like the second and third one, within like a month of each other. Mm-hmm. So like by the halfway point, I was like, all right, I know this. Like you don't need to keep saying stuff like this.
Yeah.
But
Curious
it was
how
still
many of-
fantastic.
How many
and
of you are going to
heartbreaking.
read
Heartbreaking.
the rest ones? The rest of them.
I was thinking about adding it to maybe like the next book club, like the second one,
Yeah.
as like a poll.
Yeah. What are the books on this
I was
book
about to say,
club?
anyone else? Do you have any more thoughts on this that you want to get out?
No, I don't think so. I also was telling him before we got started, I was like, I need to make sure I know exactly where this ended. Because now they're kind of like blurred in my head, book one and book two.
Well, the story is continuous. How much of a gap is there between the first and the second?
I've had this fear in my
It
head
wasn't
that
on?
was not recording this whole time. I just, for my sanity, needed to check. This camera has a red light, so I know when it's on. That one, okay, it does not.
Where's my phone?
Did you already post a poll?
I posted 2 polls. So there's 2 polls going for the April book
Is it in Fable?
in Fable.
Oh.
In the like the club lobby. You just pick club lobby, and then there's 2 polls that you see. One poll is like a fantasy one, and the second poll is non-fantasy.
Where did you get
literary
these
fiction.
books?
I know all of them, and a couple recommendations came through. The winner of each poll is going to go head to head to figure out which one we're reading, and it looks like as of right
Club
now,
Lobby, I see.
The House in the Cerulean Sea is way ahead. I don't know how many votes there are in this, but anyways, the 4 options in the fantasy one is The House in the Cerulean Sea, which is like
I'm looking.
I've heard described as a cozy fantasy story about magical kids that get kind of like, I don't know. I try not to do much research into the book I'm reading because I want to go in blind.
The cover looks more like fun, lighthearted.
The second one is Circe, which is, Circe's a Greek goddess, I believe. Which is funny because I am actually wanting to read the Iliad and the Odyssey soon. I actually bought the Iliad a few days ago, so I'm excited to do that. And Circe is like
City of Brass is giving
that.
Sarah J. Maas vibes.
It is. I've heard described as a more romantic-y type, but it's very good.
So that's what we need to read.
Well, you vote for that one if it wins.
What is
and
the
then
last one? You talked about
Blood
this one.
Over Bright Haven is a very popular book right now. It's from an author. So the author wrote like one of the beloved fantasy stories of last year or a couple of years ago called Sword of Kaigen, which I read, which was very good. I think I liked it a little bit less than most people did. But that's her next book that came out last year.
Well, my book choice is Losing.
Which one? City
The
of Brass?
House in the Cerulean Sea is...
I know. I'm looking at it right now.
Wow.
way
Okay,
up.
well, I still have to vote on the next one.
So those are the 4 fantasy options. I have not read any of them, but I voted for Blood Over Bright Haven, I believe. Okay. And then the
Nightingale.
the other one is not even a question whatsoever. So yes, so the 4 options are, number 1 is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It's a very popular book.
Yeah,
I believe it's a
recognize that.
historical fiction romance, I think.
That's all you have to tell me.
It's Kat's favorite book of all time.
Also winning.
You know Kat, right? And she recommended it. I have it. It's right here.
So it's going to be between The Nightingale and The House in the
It's a
Cerulean
big,
Sea.
thick boy, girl. 600 or almost 600 pages.
Well, let me see.
It's a very, apparently it's being made into a movie. Very popular book. Very highly rated, I believe. Another option in that section is Demon Copperhead, which
You have all these?
I have 2 out of the 8.
Oh, okay.
Demon Copperhead, which is I've heard, it even says on the back, it's a retelling of David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. Pulitzer Prize winner, I believe, of last year. Or the year before. Heard only really good things about this one. This is by Barbara Kingsolver. 2022. So there are 2.
It is.
And then the third one is Real Americans, which was suggested by somebody in the book club. I'm not sure, I can't remember who. And then the 4th option was All the Light We Cannot See, which I do actually have that one as well. I got that one a while ago, which is another Pulitzer Prize winner. Another one being made into a Netflix movie.
Okay, well, based off the polls, it's between The House in the Cerulean Sea
Yeah.
and The Nightingale.
Unless there's a major surge, something else. Nightingale versus House in the Cerulean Sea.
Are we doing like a chat in here?
There is a chat. I mean, there's like just a regular chat club lobby. And then if you want to make any notes or type any discussions on any of the chapters, you can.
I saw that. I'll know that for next
I
time.
don't know which chapter was like.
I have realized I am not like there's big annotators. That is
Oh, yeah.
not me. Like I am
No, I
so
don't-
far from
I
that.
don't care about that either.
Even I know this is different, but even reading the Bible, like there's all this space and I feel like guilty sometimes that I'm not writing stuff down, but I'm like I don't think that would help me, at least in my journey with it now. It would just be a bunch of question marks. Like
Yeah.
there's just nothing that comes to mind that I underline things, or I'll like I put like an arrow next to something that
that's
I want to
just
come
your-
back to that I think is good.
It's just your style.
But
People have different styles.
no, I know. I'm just saying like I can't even imagine. I would get so distracted. I think it would take away from me being able to absorb what I'm reading, even in like a normal book, not the Bible.
I get it. I don't do it either.
It's just not instinct for me, but I have some friends who like you look at their books and it is like
Yeah.
colored.
Thick, yeah.
Yeah. With a bunch of different stuff and especially like parenting books and stuff, which I get that.
if you want to.
Yeah.
Go back to look.
Go back for things.
There are
But I'm
some
like,
of
man,
these-
it does not even cross my mind when I'm reading to do that, especially for like a fantasy book.
There are some big fantasy books, like Brandon Sanderson, for example. He is like this master world builder. Like there are, and then like it's almost like science fiction, some of this stuff. So if you want to, like I've seen people annotate as like they will highlight a different color for like world building, like important world building things or important big character moments, and then tab it with that color. Like green is for world building, blue is for characters, red is for like major plot happenings.
The amount of snot that comes out of that cat's nose when he sneezes.
So, I don't know. I don't do it either.
Well, that's what you've explained that to me,
vibes.
and that is just, yeah, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't come to my head to take the time to do that, nor am I going to go back.
I think once you
I don't know.
yeah, I probably wouldn't go back either, but a lot of people, once you get it down your system, they're pretty quick with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Also, let's be honest,
I'm
you
just saying I'm
listen
far from
mostly.
that. Yeah.
So, how would you annotate an audiobook? There's a question.
I really like listening.
Also, I do a decent amount of Kindle reading because I can download the book from the library, and there are a lot of like you can make highlights on it, which is nice because you can go back and look at your highlights,
Yeah.
and so you can like
That would be nice. Maybe I'll start doing that. Well, I also didn't realize that you had the second book and the third. Us Against You. I didn't realize you had that.
why
I would like to read some of it.
I like it.
I just didn't know that you
should.
I didn't know you had it. So I will start reading
I
more of
have
it.
both of them.
But then I feel guilty when I sit down and I have the spiral Bible sitting next to me that I'm like, I still have to
It's
keep
not
up
going
that.
anywhere. You'll get to it. I need to do it too.
You've been saying this. You said that we were going to do it together.
I know. Well, you haven't done it either, so I'm waiting for
I-
you. I want to do it.
I read it a little bit every night.
I'm joking.
It's right next to my bed.
But yeah, Bible for May. Could you imagine? No,
Oh my
just
gosh.
kidding.
Anything else you want to add?
No, join the book club if you want to. If you don't,
For what it's worth, BC on Fable. I'll have it linked below. I always have it linked below.
up to 57 members.
Hey.
Welcome everybody. Come on in.
Yeah. Have you read either of those two books that are at the top right now?
I haven't read any of the books I listed.
Okay, cool. So you're for sure going to read it this time.
I read it this time too. Just before everybody else. But yes, I will read it with everybody this
Yes.
time. But
I was just hesitant to talk about it because I was scared you were going to say too
I don't
much.
have the House on the Cerulean Sea, so we need to go get that. I think you can buy it on Amazon for like
just get it on your Kindle and I'll
$12.
listen.
Well, let me see if it's available on Libby.
All right. Go vote. What it's open for like, by the time I get this
It's
video
open
up,
for like
it'll...
50 more hours.
Yeah, by the time I get this video up, it'll probably be up for another day and a half or so. I'm hoping I can get this up tomorrow, maybe.
House on the
Definitely
Cerulean
Monday.
Sea is not available right now on Libby for either the audiobook or
I just got so
it's
tired.
7 weeks.
I need to have a coffee
Yeah, I'm gonna need to buy it.
before the girls get home.
Darn. Let's see what's on Amazon. 'Cause I already have the Nightingale, so that's easy.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Go vote on a book if you're part of book club.
It's $11.99 and it can be here by 10 o'clock today if I bought it.
Okay, well, let's wait and see what we decide on.
I want to read it anyways at some point. You know what the sad part is? I actually have owned it. But I think I put it in a free little library. So I think I found it at half price. So it was like $5. But then I put it in a little library because I was like, I don't want to read this right now.
Will there be
Darn.
our next episode? We're gone next weekend.
We are.
And then I'm gone the weekend after that.
We could just
So we're
film
going
it
to have to film it downstairs.
a night.
Yeah.
A night.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
All right.
Toodles.
I was going to say that.
Toodaloo.
TTFN.
Ta-ta for now.
Tigger.
That's what Tigger says?
Yeah. TTFN.